Kusama over the last 6 months has increased in price by over 300%. But what should you anticipate over the coming months? Well, today we're going to do a deep dive using technical analysis, Elliott wave theory to look at the buying and selling psychology of the market, Fibonacci price ratios so we can have some projections, but also time ratios so we can anticipate the date of the next reversal. We're probably going to see some really good movement to the upside. So with that said, let's dive straight in. The key thing that I want to get across today is that markets typically move in fives and threes, and we want to anticipate at what stage of a big trend on the upside is Kusama in. Well, I believe we're down here, and I'm going to show you why. So markets typically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by an ABC correction. Now, I know I'm oversimplifying this, but this kind of pattern repeats itself time and time again. But more specifically, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a wave 1 is where I believe Kusama is. So we should be anticipating a wave 2, which I believe has already begun, but then prepare for a nice wave 3. So let's do some technical analysis on Kusama. Again, we have already done the basics, so let's just draw this in. I believe this is a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. But the higher degree wave count is wave 1. And let's just make it the same color as the left-hand side so you can get a clear picture. The typical time taken for a correction is 38.2%. I've already done this over here. So because Kusama has not gone beyond this date, the correction is unlikely to be complete. And the typical minimum for the most common type of buying and selling behavior for a wave 2, which is what we're anticipating over here, is 50% retracement. So we're talking about a $38 Kusama or maybe even lower. So that's the whole thing to be patient for and waiting for right now. So let's just also draw this in, and then we're going to finish up on projections. So let's just draw this in with a nice question mark. So we are anticipating a wave 2. Now there'll be some clear signals, I call them pattern reversal signals, that would indicate the wave 2 is over. But then what I want you to really be aware of is the wave 3. Wave 3s typically will go beyond the wave 1, and it will typically be 1.618. Now I'm just going to show it to you on the left-hand side. So if I measure this over here, this wave 1, and I project it from this wave 2, this is all done on TradingView, by the way. That's my cat's ear you might be seeing just via my microphone. It's 1.618. So why don't we do that? Let's do it with Kusama as well. We'll do it over here. Let's just get rid of this logo, and I'm going to do a quick projection. Now I am forecasting, and I don't like forecasting too much, but just to give you a good feel, because the markets typically unfold like this around 70 to 90% of the time when there's a clear pattern. So let's just anticipate this as a potential, some type of A, B, C correction. I'm just going to do a lower degree wave count. And don't be too surprised if it does unfold like this in a textbook fashion. But again, we want some confirmations before this occurs. But let's just take it with a pinch of salt over here. So we're talking about the next price target being $102. And if it overextends, which is probably going to do if the crypto market continues as it has been over the last 6 months, we're talking about $145 Kusama. So again, the thing I want to get across is markets typically moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. And I believe we're making this part of the market with Kusama. So we've had this pretty clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on closing data. Anticipate a correction, which should complete. The date that I have over here is beyond May 8th. Now, it could be before then, but more than likely, it's going to be beyond the date of 8th of May, and then anticipate the next movement to the upside. Now, by the way, if you want to learn how to trade and you like using Elliott wave theory and you want a bit more detail, I've actually got a free masterclass. It's in the description link below. Do check it out. Today was short and sweet and to the point, and you want to be able to apply this to any market and any time frame. Now, if there's any coins that you want me to look at and do some TA on, in terms of is it at end of wave 2, 1, top of a wave 3, and then you can anticipate and build a roadmap on how to plan and prepare for buying and selling that you may be looking to do, and also locking in profits.